Welcome to Vlogmas day 7. Let's open up the day 7 envelope. Oh, I was like, what is that? Couldn't fit it into the advent calendar, so I decided to break it in half. Hubby and I will share this later. This is one of my favorite chocolate bars because it tastes like peanut butter. The other favorite of mine is Wonder Bar. Maybe I'll put this back so Hubby can look at it. I did want to get started on the puzzle while I chat about today's 31-day challenge exercise, and that is all about movement. So today the exercise is to tune in to your energy levels. This is physical energy, mental energy, emotional energy. Just tune in to how you're feeling, how your body might want to move. And the goal is to not push ourselves too hard today, to just be with our current energy level and let go of the pressure to do more. I often need a reminder of this because I think I was quite out of touch with my body for a long time. I would push myself to be more active than I felt like being. Maybe that was fine in my 20s and my 30s, but in my 40s, I've really learned that listening to my body is the best way to sustain myself moving forward. It's not sustainable for me to push myself all the time and to be really hard on myself. And I'm really glad I am open to that rather than just continuing to push myself and continuing to notice my body breaking down. This morning, I woke up very, very early. I think this is for a couple of reasons. The first being that it's the weekend and I'm excited. The other reason is because I ate a little bit later last night. When I do that, I tend to not sleep as well. I woke up probably at around 4:30 this morning and I wanted to sleep until 5:30, which is when my alarm goes off, but there was no denying that I was wide awake. So I decided to get up at around 4:45. I was feeling very alert and I had a lot of mental energy. I went on the computer for a bit. I did some stuff that was Vlogmas related and also 31-day challenge related. I did that for an hour and then I decided to move on to something else. By then, it was probably close to 6 a.m., which is when I feed Lulu, and I had a lot of physical energy at that point. I find I generally have the most energy in the morning, so I try to get a lot of stuff done during that time. I'm also in the last day of my period, so I think that helps to bring a little bit of my energy back. So I managed to get a lot done this morning, so what you're watching now is a little clip of me just puttering around in the kitchen. I started this time lapse a little bit into my morning already, so I had already done a little bit of tidying up, but as you can see, I still had a lot of things that needed to be put away and organized. I like to empty the dishwasher first thing in the morning. I did some of the dishes that were in the sink so I could water some of our plants. It was a pretty steady pace for about an hour, and then at around 8 a.m. I decided to write morning pages. Sometimes I stop the time lapse when I'm going to be sitting still for a while, but since today is all about movement, I also wanted to capture the part where I was sitting still. So I wrote morning pages. That takes about 15 to 20 minutes for me now because I am pretty quick with it. I don't care if it's legible, as I mentioned yesterday, and I'm really just trying to go through the motions of writing down my thoughts. It's a very helpful exercise for me in terms of emotional regulation and all of that. So there's a part of this video where I am sitting still and doing that, but I got up partway through to put the wet clothes in the dryer. After I was done morning pages, I just did some stuff on the computer, and by then I was feeling a little bit more tired. So I decided to have a rest at about 8:30 or so. I was contemplating whether I wanted to go for a longer walk to a grocery store I usually go to get our meal prep stuff. It's a little bit less expensive, but it's a farther walk. I was like, do I want to do that today or do I want to stay closer to home? I wasn't sure yet and I was feeling a little bit fatigued mentally and physically. So I decided to have a nap first. And when I woke up, it was so clear to me that I wanted to stay close to home. When I thought about the rhythm of the rest of my day, I knew that I had a lot of other things that I want to be doing today that I would require some energy for. So I decided to take it easy, just go to the grocery store that was close by, and that was the best decision that I could have made for myself. It's funny how much clarity I have when I wake up from a nap, It was just instantaneous. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. So because I saved some time, when I got home, I still had some energy. I folded the laundry. Lulu loves to lie on the clean laundry, so she lay on hubby's clothing for a little bit, fell asleep. It was really cute. I think sometimes I still forget how important it is to listen to my body. And when I listen closely, my body is very clear about what she is willing to do and what she has the energy to do. So I just want to pay more attention to that and just be kinder to myself, not push myself too hard. Of course, there are times where maybe energetically I am feeling tired, but it's due to me just not having the motivation. I try to notice the subtle differences between those times and the times where my body genuinely wants to rest or needs to rest. Sometimes I actually do have the physical energy, I just don't have the desire. And when I suspect it's one of those times, I try to tick off little things on my list, things that I still enjoy, and that usually is enough momentum to get me out of the slump that I'm feeling and into more active doing. So sometimes action leads to motivation, and sometimes I just need to rest. And just like that, I am all done the 2 puzzles. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this one. It's a cat wearing a Santa Claus hat, and the cat is drinking from something that has a mouse in it. So I don't know if the cat is trying to eat the mouse or if they're friends. This one is a little confusing, but it's certainly memorable.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hubby and I went skating for like 5 minutes. Then we were like, it's windy. Our feet hurt. And then we left. We're gonna go get Chipotle now. Even though we only went skating for a short time, it was still really fun. I'm wondering if it's because we went for a short time that it was super fun. It's convenient, close to us, so I didn't really mind just going for a few minutes. And it was nice having the entire rink to ourselves, even though it was a very, very tiny rink and all the ice was all jagged. I don't think they do anything to really care for the ice, but it was free and we used some muscles we haven't used in a very long time. The last time we went skating was in Alberta. The hubby tells me that was in 2018. And I felt a bit like, I don't know what I'm doing. But we were talking about maybe going more often so we can get used to using those muscles again. The issue was that our feet started really hurting because we weren't used to the skates. So I wonder if we went for like 5 or 10 minutes every weekend, whether we would start to get used to it, start to feel more comfortable on skates again. But anyway, we'll see. We're about to eat our Chipotle. That's what that noise is. Bobby's like mixing his bowl. We're also going to be watching Dark Matter, which is a series based on this book. This is the book that I picked up from the downstairs library because I had read it and I thought hubby would really like it, and he did really enjoy it.
What's that supposed to be? Cat.
Hubby and Lulu are opening the advent calendar. She couldn't care less. We are going to eat dinner now. We went back to the well and got rice bowls from Doraji, and we also got bubble tea. I'm not super into this series, so I'll probably just watch a little bit while I eat and then go ahead and edit this vlog. I haven't done much yet. That is going to be it for Vlogmas-ish day 7. I will see you tomorrow for day 8. Bye!